Right, episode 3 in the Leveling Up series, and today we're going to talk about how to, what to do next, right? You've learned the language tools, you built your projects, now what? And this is something that not a lot of people do, but actually, I think it can be quite important. People don't really do this anymore, and I know sometimes in your resumes you might include your GitHub links, but I think you need to have a portfolio and a portfolio online. The applications that you built, how are you going to showcase them, right? And it's all well and good having the source code available on GitHub, and yeah, sometimes people do go through that, and you might get questioned that in an interview. But what's better than being able to see source code than seeing the actual application online available for you to just have a look at what this person has built? And so to showcase that, why not just build like a portfolio website, right? Make those applications live and interactive so that, so let's say someone's reviewing your resume, they see a link, they just check out, okay, this is this individual's portfolio, let me click on that. And then just on that web page, you can have links to the other applications that you might have built, and they can just play around and maybe have a look at what it might be. And then if they want to see the source code, maybe include like a link to your GitHub so they can see like what tools, technologies you've used, or maybe just include it on the portfolio itself. It engages people when they can see something that's actually built, because it's all well and good talking about it and maybe seeing, the source code of it. But if you can actually like interact, with that application, then that adds like a different layer. If I'm reviewing that as an individual and saying like, oh, this is really, really cool, I haven't built that myself, but maybe I should consider like trying to like build something similar or something like that, whatever it might be, right? It can give people ideas, but also it puts you on a different level. Not only you'll be able to build it, but you'll be able to get it ready and deployed onto a particular server. You've worked on managing the server security, which is really, really important for those that are hosting right now. They'll know that their VPS solution or whatever provider that they have at the moment is all constantly getting scanned by various bots. You see a lot of incoming traffic, a lot of blocked traffic that might be coming your way. And so when you're making something available, you're not just kind of deploying it and forgetting about it, right? If you're trying to self-host, for example, you're working on the security, you might even dabble a little bit in actually doing like, setting up pipelines as well as part of like deploying it online. So these are kind of things that, maybe you can showcase just by making your portfolio available. There's various different solutions that you can use. I'm not suggesting that you go down like self-hosting or, maybe choosing like a VPS solution. There's other websites where you can just do like a one-click and deploy your application from directly from GitHub, or you might even just want to use GitHub Pages, whatever it might be, right? Whatever solution you want to use, it's entirely up to you. But if you make that available, just showcase that, it's not just the code that's there, but it's actually like a working application that can be used, right? If you need to make it interactive, how are you interacting with like database? What have you considered for security? And you can talk about all of these things when you're at the interviews as well. And sure, you might not get every opportunity that you want, right? Or you interview for. That's okay. That's normal. But it'll give you that little bit more confidence when you're talking in an interview that, yes, I built this, I've made this available, I'm managing this application as well at the same time, right? And when it comes to like you being given work, you're going to be a lot more confident than you would if you hadn't have done it anyway. So try and do those things, right? If you've got those projects, get them out there, right? Showcase those, make them available so they can be used, build that portfolio, right? Showcase those applications, because I think it's going to be really, really important, and not a lot of people do it. So